Hi, I'm Max.
Hi, and I'm Denise.
And welcome back to another edition of Urban Lifestyles. And I'd like to say this is the cool out edition because the rains have gone and the humidity is gone.
Yes, it's perfect. It's like a breeze out here, no humidity, sunshine, and I wish I had a hammock.
Yes, yes. Definitely could get out, chill out, and cool out. We've got a great show today. Some of the things we're going to be talking about is a segment that we did with AARP. Also, we had our people back from LG&E and some of the unique partnerships they have that brought about some real change down in Shawnee Park. We're also going to be finding out another financial minute with Republic Bank, which is always great information to know. And we've got some Louisville Water Company heroes. We'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
Hey.
Hi.
It's time to crack an egg.
Easy, any style egg works here.
Or smile.
Well done, this looks great.
Time to share a story
I have a great way to start our discussion.
with old friends or new ones.
When you're a caregiver.
Time to breathe in,
Inhale up, good job.
then let it all out. It's never been easier to connect, learn, and have fun.
Cheers.
So let's do it together. Come find us at aarp.org/near-you.
6.5, your man Nick Cannon is in the building and we taking over. We gonna be wildin' every morning. About to have some fun, y'all. Let's go up!
Press another move. Lock it in to the Nick Cannon Morning Show, 6 to 10 on B96.
This is a very interesting segment, and we hope you pay very close attention because it's an opportunity to save money, and it's something I didn't know anything about.
And it's essential, especially when COVID came in, because we all want to stay connected through technology, through schoolwork, staying in touch with loved ones, paying bills. Technology has become so important.
Right, and AARP is doing something with the FCC to really help you save some money. So take a look at this piece. And Denise, we're going to be talking about something that I didn't know anything about, and I think you have to admit you wasn't familiar with it as well.
I was not either, but this is a phenomenal benefit.
You are correct. And what we're going to be talking about is the emergency broadband benefit. And joining us today from AARP is AARP Kentucky volunteer and is the state president, and that's Charlotte Whitaker, and she's from Hartford, Kentucky, and also from AARP, the Kentucky Associate State Director for Outreach and Advocacy is Daniel Rowe. So I'd like to welcome you both to Urban Lifestyles.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Denise and Max. It's my pleasure to join both of you today on your Urban Lifestyle show. We're here.
I was just wanting to say, first of all, thanks you all taking out the time to come and join us. Daniel's quiet right now, but I know he's going to have a lot to say in just a few minutes. So, Denise, I know you want to kind of kick us off with some questions.
Okay. Well, basically, inquiring minds want to know, and this is something so valuable, I think, that I'm learning about, is you're a volunteer, Charlotte, and AARP for how many years?
Well, I started when I was still employed as the state, as a senior center. So I'd say about 25 years, yes. Mm-hmm.
So that lets me know you've enjoyed this, but I would need to know, so what have you enjoyed about your affiliation with AARP?
Well, I think, we have almost 500,000 members across the Commonwealth, and a lot of times they have questions. It's like, tell me where to turn. And that's where we as AARP come in and help those people find the resources or the needs. Even in COVID, we have been very active about vaccinations, telling people where to go, about finding jobs. We've been fighting fraud. We even had a bluegrass show from Ohio County for a happy time for folks that for their enjoyment that are kind of homebound. So, but we're sharing resources with our Kentucky 50 plus to make sure they have the information that they need to find information on a program that's for them, and especially to share information about this wonderful program about savings on their internet and possibly buying a computer or laptop. And I know Daniel's going to step to the plate here and share a lot of information about that. And I'm like both of you, Denise and Max, I knew nothing about this until the last 2 days, but we want to get the word out in Kentucky because it is just a fantastic program, especially with families with children or grandparents rearing grandchildren, which is huge in my county. So that's where we are with this.
So Daniel, as the director for outreach and advocacy, tell us a little bit more about the program and how people can get registered for it.
Sure. Well, thank you, Denise and Max, and for having me and Charlotte on the show today, Urban Lifestyle Show. We're very thankful and glad to be here. AARP is fighting for the Emergency Broadband Benefit Program. We do want to get the word out because so many Americans and Kentuckians don't have access to the affordable, high-speed internet they need to work or attend school or see a doctor and even avoid isolation. So this temporary benefit will help to lower the cost of broadband service. When I say broadband, I'm talking about high-speed internet for eligible households during the ongoing pandemic that we are in. And Americans are losing out. Americans without access to high-speed internet are losing out on being left behind when it comes to education. That's virtual classrooms for kids and adults, whether it's work or teleworking, looking for jobs online, professional development, and also healthcare, virtual visits with doctors, nurses, APRNs, as well as isolation and connecting with family and friends, especially when they're forced to be apart due to the pandemic. So new help's available. The Emergency Broadband Benefit is a Federal Communications Commission, the FCC program to help eligible Americans access the affordable high-speed internet they need during this pandemic. And this benefit, as we alluded to, it offers up to $50 a month discount, $50 a month discount for high-speed internet services. And this is to eligible participants.
So what is the criteria for eligibility?
That's a great question, Denise. And so as far as the qualifications for criteria for qualifying for this program, one is you can qualify for the Lifeline program, as well as those who are on Medicaid or receive SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits. Also, those that have experienced a substantial loss of income since February 29th of 2020, and the household has had a total income in 2020 below $99,000 for single filers and $198,000 for joint filers. So you can check your availability, check your eligibility with your provider, and also you can find funding for the emergency broadband benefit. It is limited, so it's available to first come first serve basis. There's not an end date for this program. It's just there's an amount that has been set aside for Kentucky, and once that amount has been depleted, once those funds have been used, there won't be any more funds available. So go ahead, log on now. You can check that out more online at aarp.org/EBB. Or you can learn more by calling in. You can, including eligibility and enrollment information, you can call in by phone at 1-833-511.
So Charlotte, how have you been, I'm gonna say, on the bullhorn in regards to making sure a lot of people know about this?
Well, it's brand new. I just found out about it. I do have some plans here. We do social media, do that. We'll be working with our local radio station, our local food pantries, sending out information because those are the people that might really need this service that, are limited with resources.
That was really just great sitting there talking with them, to Charlotte and Daniel, just finding out, all the different ways that AARP makes a difference in our lives. But this one right here really stands out.
It's a big And especially when you look at disparities in regards to household incomes, people have lost jobs, and this savings could amount to people being able to buy groceries, you know what I mean, and staying connected.
Yeah, you're correct.
And just make sure you follow through to find out if you meet the criteria of someone you know.
Right, because we don't want to leave that money there. And what we like to have them say at the end of this campaign is that Kentucky exhausted all of the funds.
Exactly.
We'll take another break and back with more.
Mothers,
fathers,
neighbors, and friends.
Working hard when the weather is good,
and even harder when it's not.
With online updates to keep you safe and informed during the storm.
Programs to save you energy and money.
And new projects to help us provide cleaner, more reliable energy.
We're more than an energy company.
We are LG&E.
We're LG&E.
We are LG&E.
So we had an opportunity to go to this new restaurant that's downtown on right around, what's that, 5th and Market?
Yeah.
And it's called the Bayou, so you get a little of that New Orleans flavor. So take a look at this piece.
So I am smiling because I'm at a new restaurant. It's called the Bayou, and it's featuring the food that's Creole and also Southern. Two of the entrepreneurs I want to introduce you to. The first one would be Mr. Paul Nelson. And Paul, welcome to Urban Lifestyle.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And thank you all for coming in with this restaurant called the Bayou. So share with us how you got started and why at this time in this spot.
Well, I tell you what, about a year and a half ago, I used to have a food truck, and I pretty much took a box truck and I pretty much designed it my way, so I built it myself. And I ran around town just selling food, you know, sandwiches, fish sandwiches, and so forth. So one day I just decided, because I still work a job, okay? So I got burned out, and I put the truck online for sale, right? And I got a phone call, and Lisa called me and said, I'm looking for a food truck. And I said, okay, well, you can come and take a look at this one. It's built privately. I built it myself. So she came down and looked at it and everything, and she liked what I'd done. So we exchanged numbers, and she bought the truck. And I don't know, something in me said, just call this lady and see how things are going. And I called her, and she was telling me that, you know, she was asking me questions about things that needed to be repaired or whatever. And I said, okay, this is how you do this. And we decided to have a drink. So we went out and we went to this restaurant and had some drinks. And it sparked from there. I realized that this woman has the same ambitions and interests that I do. And she lit my flame again.
Okay, so we're going to meet your partner, Lisa Rainey, a little bit later. But how did you all come up with the concept of the type of food such as this Creole Soul? Was it a blend, or are you all both?
Well, Lisa's from Louisiana. And, you know, I love that concept. And it just, a light came on. And I decided to fuse my way of cooking with hers. That's where the clubs came in. And the codfish sandwiches and burgers. So I created this sandwich called the Delta, which the Delta kind of represents the previous owner of, well, he still owns the building, but it was called the Delta, this place. So I decided to make this special burger. And she came in with the crab legs. I said, crab legs? And it was spicy. I'm like, wait a minute now, this got a little heat on it. So she decided that maybe we should open a restaurant. So at that point, we were seeing each other for a little while. And at that point, we just decided to start looking around for a restaurant that would be suitable for me and her. She wanted something with Louisiana flavor. So we decided to get purchase this building for lease. And it's been good. I mean, it has the Louisiana flavor. We came in and designed it up, and the Bayou was born.
So I'm still here at the fabulous Bayou Restaurant, and I'm here with the partner of the collaboration now with talking with Miss Lisa Rainey. And Lisa, welcome.
Thank you.
So Paul shared with me how you all collaborated together to come up with this fabulous restaurant with Creole Soul Food. Share a little bit about your menu and basically the setup we see right here.
Okay, well, I'll start with our lunch buffet. We're running a lunch buffet for like $12, so our customers can get in and get out. So every day it will vary to what's on the buffet, but it'll be delicious foods for them.
And what are your hours for the lunch buffet?
Our lunch hour buffet is from 11 to 2 o'clock.
Now, some of your items, if you just share a little bit about what you all offer.
Usually it's about 3 vegetables and 3 meats and maybe a pasta dish.
Now, Paul already said that you make these fabulous crab legs and you season them to perfection. Because I asked him what was his favorite item on the menu, and I have to ask you, what is your favorite item on the menu?
For me, it would have to be the fish. Yeah. So, and some of the fish is also on the buffet and will be on there daily.
Okay. So is it fair to ask, do you have some special recipes?
I do, especially on my sauces. A lot of people like the tartar sauce, the Bayou sauce, the swamp sauce. So we got different cute names for them. So a lot of people request them when they come in.
So when I think about Creole food, soul food, I think a lot about jambalaya, some of the more, I guess you could say, staple items. What would your biggest staple items would be when it comes to Creole food?
It would be the jambalaya. Jambalaya and gumbo goes really quick. And it's like one of those things we make a large batch and each day we're up in it, but it goes so quick. So we're running out of it, which is a good thing and also a bad thing in the same token.
So Denise, what were some of your takeaways from it?
I just love it. If you can't go to New Orleans or Nolens, you can definitely come here for some of those culinary delights. But I love a good fried catfish.
Yes, you do.
Theirs was to perfection.
Yes, it was very well done, very crisp, the way we like it.
And rice. I mean, they have a lot of good favorites, and just that the two of them rather came together and have this enterprise, this initiative, this business, this restaurant.
And it is working. I didn't know where you were going.
No, well, they had a food truck, she had this, then they came together,
and the two minds met, and thus we have the Bayou. Yeah. We'll take another break and back with more right after this.
I know you weren't trying to find a flaw in me.
Not at all.
Hi Max and Denise, I'm Jessica Hill and welcome to the Republic Bank Foundation YMCA. Here we are committed to making an impact in the community, and one way we are doing that is by helping our clients with financial literacy. Here we focus on capital, collateral, capacity, and credit. The first C is collateral. So that is what you own. That could be your home, your vehicle, or even a business if you have one. The second C we have is capital, and capital is cash. And cash is key. So that's what you actually have in a savings account, if you have a CD, an IRA, or even a checking account. The third C we have is capacity. And this is where we're looking to see what you have available in order to pay back loans. So this is where we really dive into understanding what your DTI is, which is your debt to income. And our fourth and final C is my favorite, credit. And this shows us your character. And your character is a component of the first three we talked about: collateral, capacity, and capital. Now back to you, Max and Denise.
This piece is something that I think that a lot of people will really get a lot out of, because it shows how LG&E is really a partner just throughout the community. And this is a partnership that they've done with Heine Brothers and the Conservatory to bring some very unique chess pieces and places to play chess down in Shawnee Park. So take a look at this. Well, we are here in Shawnee Park for another edition of Energy Matters, and we're here with Natasha Collins from LG&E. And welcome back to Urban Lifestyles. It has been a while since we've actually been literally face to face.
I know, and we have teeth.
That's it. It's just all been eyes in the past. It has been eyes.
It is truly a day to celebrate.
It is. And we're talking about celebration. We're here today to talk about the LG&E KU Foundation, Heine Brothers partnership with Olmsted Parks Conservatory. So tell us about that and how it all came together.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are here in Shawnee Park, and as we mentioned, it's a day to celebrate because we have these awesome enhancements that are behind us here at the park. So that's what everybody's here to celebrate. LG&E and KU, the Olmsted Parks Conservancy, the Shawnee Neighborhood Association, the West Louisville Chess Club, the mayor's office, a bunch of folks here because it is a day to celebrate. These enhancements are adding a chess area, some new beautification to the lily pond, some walking paths, some benches. So it's really an exciting time.
Right. So in relationship to the project, when did it start and when was it actually completed?
Yeah, well, this all came about because there was a desire by the Shawnee Neighborhood Association and the West Louisville Chess Club to have some chess tables here at the park, and that's what led the Olmsted Parks Conservancy to request one of our community grants from our LG&E and KU Foundation. And so it was through funding from our foundation that the majority of these enhancements that we see here behind us were possible. And so, again, as we mentioned, it's a total of 3 chess tables. There are 6 benches, the walking path, the beautification here. But I think the most important thing about everything that's here is it's something that everybody can enjoy. So the West Louisville Chess Club is broader than the name would imply. It's representative of children kindergarten through 12th grade all throughout our community, but then, you know, the walking paths and just enjoying the park in general and our wonderful park system, those are things that we all can do. And so that's the beauty of everything that's happening here.
You know, when you look at it, it's great what's happened down here because I run down here, I ride down here, and this is a dramatic improvement from what it used to be. So when you heard about the project in terms of LG&E, how did you all know that this was something that you just had to be a part of?
Yeah, well, I think you know, Max, that in addition to providing energy to our communities and assisting our most vulnerable customers, a big focus area of ours is just being able to enhance and empower the communities we serve. Those are the communities where our employees work and live, and we want to see all of the communities we serve thriving.
So, Natasha, you know, we look behind us at the chess tables, and they are modeled after the chess tables that they have in Central Park. So, intentional, I'm assuming.
Yes, that is actually intentional. It's just another great piece of thought behind behind these enhancements here. There was a lot of thought put into it and how this was going to not just beautify, but be something that the community can use. And so, yeah, that was one of the things that was incorporated with that chess area. And again, that's something that the students who are a part of the West Louisville Chess Club will be using, but it's a chess club that is representative of a broad swath of our children and our youth throughout the community. And so it's a great place for them to be able to come and to practice their sport, but also enjoy the park system that we have, enjoy nature, and again, make that connection between nature and neighborhood.
So when we see what happened here in Shawnee Park, do we see other possible partnerships in other parks in the West End or just throughout the city?
You know, we are always searching for partners in the form of, the grants that we have available through the community grants and the other grants that we provide through our LG&E and KU Foundation, and just generally with the partnerships that we have across the territories that we serve. And so whether it is through the park system that's here in Louisville or any of our communities that we serve across our broad service territories, we are always looking for opportunities to enhance those communities and to empower the folks who live in those communities, including our employees, to just get out, be a part of the community, and enjoy all the things that are there.
You know, it's very unique the way that they've got it set up there. And so if you're not playing, there's some benches you can just sit on, chill out and relax. Take a little stroll around in the area, but just very unique.
Right there on the body of water, the pond, and I just think it's serene. It's great.
Yeah, and as Natasha said, it was inspired by some of the places that they have in Central Park in New York. So we're definitely on the right track.
Right here in Louisville. Go down and check it out.
We'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
Hi guys, my name is Brandon Hill and I'm one of the new employees here at the Louisville Water Company. My role here is a system Oracle administrator. Basically for the average person, it's IT. I support a lot of the different Oracle products that support our systems like accounting, human resources, customer care and billing. I make sure that the system is up for people to pay their water bill. Being in the IT field is rewarding, but it's also challenging because as most people know that work in that field, IT is ever evolving and it's always changing. It's always something new and it's always innovations going on. One of the first things that I've learned is Louisville Pure Tap has the best water in the nation. By far, we've ranked first and second throughout the nation in any water taste testing. Louisville Water Company is a great place to work because they're embracing diversity. One of the things that I learned in orientation is that they're developing business resource groups, and especially groups like African American resource groups where people can come in and feel welcome. The thing that I would say for somebody who wants to work for Louisville Water Company, it's a great place to work. They've adapted and are flexible. They're also a great employer in the fact that that they're not going anywhere. Louisville Water Company's been here over 100 years, and as long as we need water, you'll have a job.
Hey, it's me, Harlan Robinson, with Magic in the Afternoon on Magic 101.3. I want to tell you about what's happening on the station. We got the ultimate Daddy's Day gift because Father's Day is on June the 20th. And all you need to do, if your dad is a hero, go to 1013online.com, upload a picture of your dad hero. We will do the rest. Hook him up with the ultimate Father's Day prize pack. Harlan's Hot Summer is in full gear. Always great prizes all summer long. All you need to do to get those prizes is go to 1013online.com. Get healthy in the 502. Teamed up with Norton and Norton Foundation and Dr. Patton to keep you in the know on how to stay healthy physically and mentally. There's a concert coming. Yeah, you heard me. A concert coming July the 17th. Summerfest. Man, Keith Sweat, Raheem Devine, Stokely, we got those tickets. All you need to do is just keep it locked to Magic 101.3 and we will do the rest.
Well, we love to get out on our bikes, and I know you all did like a Girls' Day on Bikes or should I say a Women's Day on Bikes this past Saturday.
It was great.
And you all got out and got your ride in.
Mm-hmm. We did on the waterfront, and it was great.
Right. And now we've got some information coming to you from Middletown Cycling. Always some great tips that you can use. So take a look. Well, we're back again at Middle of Town Cycling, which is right off of Bardstown Road, right at the Waterson Expressway behind Sullivan's Bakery. And we're back again with Nira. Nira, welcome back to Urban Lifestyles. And always you've got some great stuff to tell us. And today we're talking about not only biking, but some ways that people can save money by looking at some pre-owned bikes. So tell us about some that you have in stock and why pre-owned bikes are the way to go.
Well, it's just if something's sitting in your garage and you don't want to, either you don't have the use for it or it's just been a while and you want to just get a nicer, newer bike instead of riding the one that you already have, we can take that off your hand and give you a little bit of cash, trade it in, and you trade it up. So that's one of the reasons we like it. And then there are some people who just can't afford the expensive bikes we have. We refurbish these bikes and put it to use and give it to somebody that wants it but just can't afford to buy a brand new bike.
All right, so tell us about some of the bikes that you actually have here on your showroom floor today.
Yeah, so for example, this particular customer over here had this 24-inch Trek bike, and her son just outgrew the bike, and he wanted a new bike, one that fit him well. So we took this bike on trade and got them a bike that would actually work for them. So now this bike is going to get used, or could be used by somebody who's looking for a new bike, but it's not as expensive and it's still in great condition and it's a great bike.
And I think one of the good things about buying a used bike from you all is that they're still going to get the same quality of service that you do with some of your with all of your bikes.
Absolutely. And we also give you a 30-day warranty period as well. So we'll still service the bike if something isn't right. Plus you have our customer service backing it up, and we'll do whatever it takes to make sure that you're having a good time on the bike that you buy from us.
So when someone is looking for a used bike, what are some of the features that they are normally looking for?
Well, obviously, when it's something is used, it's going to have some sort of cosmetic damage to it. But when we go over everything, we tune it up, we check everything out, we make sure everything is functioning the way it should function.
So Nira, finally, we're talking about you buying used bikes, but another question is, what's the major difference in buying from a store like you all, which is a bike store, versus going to a big department store where they have a bike department and you're just purchasing one of the bikes they have on the showroom floor?
pride ourselves doing is not just getting you a bike that's there on the floor. We find out from you, where are you riding, how much are you riding, what kind of riding are you going to do, how much time are you going to spend. We also make sure that it fits you properly. So we give you different options. We let you ride them in the parking lot. We let you ride enough time on the bike that you're comfortable, and that's, I think, what's different between us and another departmental store brand. Also, the warranty process of the bikes are built better. The bikes have better OEM parts on them, and they come with warranty. We give you that extra service, that annual maintenance package that is free, and I don't think any other departmental store will offer that kind of.
Well, you all are riding more and more, and it's kind of like you all decided no fellas, just the ladies, and you all got out, you had a great time.
Our speed, at our time. And it was great. And you know what? We still always have questions about this or that. So that's why it's so important to go to middle of town cycling, because it's always something that pops up that will make our ride better or safer.
You are correct. You know what? I think that's our show.
Oh, that's our time.
And we'll see you back here next time on Urban Lifestyles.
Bye-bye.
Bye.